This video focuses on implementing job-seeking skills to obtain employment. So let's start by talking about how to utilize job search strategies. Jobs can be searched using the internet or by attending a career fair to network with professionals. Complete a job application. Job applications will require applicants to fill in personal information as well as prior experience, and the basic requirements for every job application that one should be expected to fill out are name, address, phone number, email address, social security number, eligibility to work in the US or any country for that matter, and if under the age of 18, do they have an employment certificate. Interview for a job. When interviewing for a job, you'll be asked a series of questions by a human resource employee to assess your competence and ability to fulfill the work that you're applying for. So you must know your hook. Your hook is what's going to be really interesting about you, and since managers interview a lot of people, you should have some sort of special characteristic or trait about you that makes you stand out among a large pool of applicants. Second, know the essence of the job you're applying for. So really research your position so that you know what the nature of your work is going to be, and that's really important because it may not fit your preferences if you don't research properly and find out that you're applying for a job you don't want to do. Third is to know the company, so do some more research on what the actual company is, and you can really impress interviewers if you have a wide depth of knowledge about the company that you're applying for. Prepare a list of follow-on questions. At the end of most interviews, managers may ask if you have any questions. Most employees don't, but if you do ask questions, this will demonstrate more interest and enthusiasm for the company overall, so it's good to have some questions prepared for the manager. Fifth is practice, practice, practice. Practice interview questions can be found online, so using those would be extremely important for practicing for an interview because the more you practice, the more well-versed and confident you'll be in the actual situation. Sixth is just to relax, because while it is a stressful and nervous thing to do, relaxing is the best thing you can do, and stressing out will not help anything. And seventh is stay positive. You may not get the job after interviewing, and you may have to go to multiple interviews and feel hopeless, but staying positive will definitely help you stay more confident and exude a better attitude to the next employer. Write a follow-up letter after job interviews. So a follow-up letter should demonstrate your interest in the company as well as request for an additional interview. So it would be written after your first interview, and basically the letter should be written to show the company that you actually want to follow up with them, and this is usually written when the company does not respond themselves or follow up, so it can be sort of serve as a reminder for the company to follow up with you sometimes. Write a letter of application. When applying for a job, you want to include a letter of application with your resume. Your application letter is an opportunity to highlight your most relevant qualifications and experiences, enhancing your resume and increasing your chances of being called for an interview. Include specific examples of your key assets in your letter and relate them to the requirements of the position for which you are applying. Prepare a resume. Resumes should include all prior experience and qualifications that support the candidate, and they should really focus on what's relevant to the job at hand that's being applied to. Use networking techniques to identify employment opportunities. Networking techniques include establishing relationships and maintaining communication with professionals. And these techniques can help identify new employment opportunities by networking and communicating with employers from different companies so that one can create stronger connections and find opportunities to be hired in many different places.